Hi, I'd like to provide you with a quick look at IEG4's eGovHub eForms and how they work in both desktop and mobile environments, whilst using amazing intelligence to be able to provide the citizen with the best experience. So as you can see, this is a standard eForm, but it really is anything but standard. When I click on edit mode, I actually now have access to content management and I can change the content of the form in real time. I can even translate it into another language, and if I do that, I then have options to change the language there. We also have options for things like contrast and font sizes, but if I start a new form, you can see that each eForm starts with a set of guidance notes. I'm going to press next and go to the next page. On the left hand side we have a navigation bar which shows them not only how many pages there are to complete, but also their progress. So the citizen has provided some details here. The menu on the left hand side is entirely dynamic and it adapts to the citizen's circumstances. So as you can see, as they update the questions, the left hand side bar is updating based upon the criteria. So only where questions and pages are required are the citizens actually asked about them. So I'm asking details about when they moved in, I'm asking details about rent, and that will become important later when we illustrate another change using a mobile device. So I'm saying that the rent is £500 per month. As you can see, once they've completed the form, we then tell them that there is evidence that we need to receive in conjunction with their claim. If we click on the upload button, we can actually select files from the desktop or the person's PC and upload them to the actual application, making the process quicker. We also provide the citizen with the opportunity to check all of their answers before they complete the form. When they've submitted it, our application will update line of business applications, but it will also detect to see if there are other online services which the citizen could get. In this instance, we've recognised that they could also get a single person discount, we've pre-populated the details based upon their housing benefit claim, and we've carried those across. Once the eForm actually goes into the back office, we actually have an intelligent management portal which allows them to see all documents, email receipts, and even an audit trail of all events that happened when the citizen was completing the form. As you can see, even though the citizen only completed the e-claim, there is actually an e-form for Richard Smith for single person discount as well. And that's because we intelligently detected that they could get a single person discount and pre-populated and submitted that automatically. All of our e-forms have intelligent e-reports as well. But what about when the citizen wants to report something using their mobile device? Well, our citizen, Richard Smith, wants to report a change in his rent. Now obviously, because we want to access his details securely, we need to ensure that we can actually authenticate that he is who he says he is. So using web services, we're actually going to take his personal details, the standard data protection questions that he would be asked if he phoned up, and we're going to use those details to detect if he is who he says he is using web services in the back office. So as you can see, you get all of the benefits of using Windows Phone with all of the sleek interface and the quick, word checking things like there. I just selected London and it's immediately populated it. But you can see that the user experience is still great, and yet there is no work for the back offices. This isn't a separate application, we're just simply using excellent use of style sheets to make it look as though it's a mobile application. So as you can see, I'm going to say that my rent has changed. The citizen is simply saying that my rent has changed from £500, which is what we entered in the e-claim form, to £605. The great thing about this is it avoids any lengthy online registration processes and ensures that the citizen can just do exactly what they want to do as quickly as possible. Again, there's evidence page where they're asked about the evidence that they need to provide. They can check all their answers exactly the same way as if they were in a real e-form, and then they can submit it. The real beauty of our application, however, is the fact that it takes those details and updates our management portal in the exact same way. So here we are looking at a change in circumstance, and we can actually see this is the form that relates to it. I hope you enjoyed that, but for more information go to ieg4.com.